On today's show, we're going to make a pineapple lemon ginger drink. So let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Diabetic Diet Show. Make this drink. It's so simple. All you need is a juicer, a blender, some pineapple, apple, and lemon. Now I've laid out the juicer here so I could show you putting it together. It's already been cleaned and they give you this nice little toothbrush you can use to clean things. And I added my own, which is a straw that came with an iced tea container, and you need to use that to clean out the center of this. So to put this together, and it's kind of weird because it's left-handed, you take the juicer and you put this on here and then flip it up just like that. We're going to take the center and put that in, and it's square, so you got to get that in. Here, this goes up on the top. That's what holds your juices. Here's your push bar, your screen. Kind of turn it till it seats, and then the nut goes on, and it goes to the left, just like that. Now, we have the juicer set and ready to go. Let's see, I suppose we're going to have to, just like that. Okay, the big one is for the waste, the small one is for the juice. We're going to put it like that. Okay, now pineapple. Let's do the pineapple first. So all I do is I take my pineapple and I'm using a wide blade knife so that hopefully I'll be cutting square. And this pineapple certainly is better than the last one I got. It's not quite as ripe. That can go to the trash. And then Barb is going to help me with this, and we're going to see if it works a little easier with two people. So she has her gloves that we're going to put on and we're going to box. She's going to hold the pineapple while I get this little rascal started. Okay. Good, everybody can see. And just so you know, a little tip is to check the height, and I can see these little black dots are the height. So if you don't want to drill all the way through, do a height measurement. This is so much easier, Barb, with two people. I was really fighting with the last one. So definitely have somebody help hold it. It's a little bit of work to crank this. But, you know, the riper the pineapple is, the easier it's going to be. Now, a few days ago, this thing was green, so it's definitely riper today and easier. Okay, I'm going to call that a done deal, guys. Then we lay this down, and we wiggle this thing out, just like this. See how nice that is? And then you get the core in the center. And if you want, if you don't drill all the way through, you can mix a drink in here and serve this. I think you can break the core off too if you just wiggle it a little bit. But that's kind of cool. That's a lot of fun. Now here is our pineapple. And you can do several different things with this. You want to come back in here, Barb? We're a little short on space here on our first kitchen. Hopefully next year we'll have the big kitchen. See how nice that slides off? And then that can go to the sink. And some paper towels probably would be a good thing to have handy, because it's juicy and kind of making a mess. Now, I really didn't like that bottom, so I'm going to break that off, or cut it off, and then I'm going to pitch that because it's kind of brown looking. Now, to use this, I think what seems to work best is to cut them at least once. We might have to cut it twice. Now, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to hit hard, power, hard. Okay, and it starts running. You have to make sure that your little juicer cup is sitting there. They don't have a real good spot for it, and with the vibration of things, they tend to vibrate out. So it helps to have a mate to help you. Are you okay like that, or do I need to cut them again?
It's okay.
You're alright? Okay. Now this juice, you can save this for up to a week in the refrigerator or 4 months in the freezer. So as you can see, this is a little bit messy doing this, and it is a little bit of work. So you probably only want to do it once a week. But this juicer couldn't be easier. The first juicer that I had a centrifuge on it, and all of the pulp would stay in the center, and you had to take apart the machine to clean it out. This one here, with the nut that's on the front, that's not Barb, different nut. No, and then with the nut on the front, you just literally take it off and it just comes apart and cleans. I will tell you that drinking juice has all kinds of benefits. Think about your mouth like a blender, and your stomach is a juicer. So by juicing this before it gets to your stomach, you make it a lot easier to digest, and you don't pass it. You get the advantages of the juice. Now, I'm not going to go on a fast and drink juice for 90 days or anything, but what I'm using it for is in between meals, I get hungry, and before I started eating right, that would have been cookie time, and in the afternoon, 2 o'clock, I want to go to sleep, and I like to work until at least 8 o'clock at night, so going to sleep at 2 o'clock really would put a crimp in my day. Now, just clean up here just a little bit. And you know what's nice is the juice of this stuff cleans your board. I brought out 3 bottles. I'm only doing the funnel because you're here. Normally I would just pour it all over the counter.
Oh, I could do that.
All right. And I don't think I would worry about cleaning the bottle out. I mean, you could probably rinse it if you want, but I don't think you need to because you're going to mix all this stuff anyway. So, yeah, we'll just put it back under there again. It's dripping. Definitely keep some paper towels handy. This is a little bit messy. So this is what it looks like after you juice, and that can go to the trash can, please. Here you go. It does kind of bog down, but it really runs through there, don't it? Go Team Barb. Barb is the best juicer in the whole North America. If they had juicing contest, Barb would win hands down. Now, the next ingredient is going to be ginger. And it says 1 cup of ginger. And ginger is spicy, so you're going to need to do this to taste. Barb and I made a meal once, we put in too much ginger. Oh, were we sorry. So you're going to have to experiment with it a little bit. You can just leave it running, it's not going to hurt anything. I don't think it's going to wreck the electric bill or anything. As soon as we're done here, let's go ahead and fill up another bottle with that lemon. Lemon's strong, so you probably don't want a lot of it. Okay, go ahead and pull that out and put it in here. There you go, and put that bottle back, if you would, that container. Why don't you grab a paper towel, we'll set that on a paper towel. Let's clean our counter. Okay. There we go. So that's how much lemon we got out of one lemon. And this is how much pineapple we got out of that one pineapple. So that's pretty good. Next we're going to start out with the ginger. Now you can't cut it when it's frozen, but it's fairly easy to scrape like this to clean it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of scraping on it while I can. We're going to have to thaw the ginger, and then we'll go ahead and cut it. So I'm going to go run this under some hot water. Let's try it again and see if it cuts now. Much better. So that's the secret to ginger. You have to run it under hot water, and then if there's anything left on here that you want to scrape, you can. I can turn that if you want. I'm not sure why this juicer is made for left-handed people. I was kind of wondering that first day I bought it. It's kind of weird. Got it?
Yep.
Alright, let's try this ginger and see if we can juice ginger. I know people say run apple through it last because the apples clean things out. This seems to be a little difficult to run ginger through, doesn't it? There you go, now we're caught. So you probably have to cut it up a little bit more. Maybe you got to cut your ginger in half. That's our first ginger that we're doing. So, okay, so that's the ingredients. Now, when you make this drink, if you want to sweeten it up, there's things that you can use to sweeten it up. There's honey. You can use Trivia sugar. By the way, if you want to dilute your drink, just get a bottle of water and just use a bottle of water. Now, while we have this thing running, let's go ahead and we'll get our ginger out of there. And why don't you grab one of those small containers over there, Barb? We'll put the ginger in a small container rather than a big bottle. Yeah, whatever you think will fit. And I have strawberries and raspberries and all kinds of stuff that we can use. So that's how much ginger I got, but that's probably all you need because ginger can be real hot. So the pineapple, I'll just kind of shake it. Now I do have strainers too for these in case you need a strainer. I don't know, it doesn't look that bad. I think we'll try it first without a strainer. So I'm going to do about 50% of my glass with that, and then I have my lemon. And grab a spoon, stir stick, whatever you want. Any little spatulas has a little handle on it. That's fine. I'm just gonna mix it a little bit, and then I'm gonna taste it and see what I think. Wow, that is so good. You absolutely do not need any sugar. So It has a little bitter to it, but you know, if you want, just do a little honey. Make sure your honey's warm, you know, room temperature. You don't have to do a lot. I mean, it's not as good as eating a donut or cookies, but this is a whole lot better for you. Okay, Barb, give that a taste, see what you think. Pretty good? You like it?
It's tasty.
Okay. Now let's try our ginger. Okay, let's go the next step. Let's be brave. And we'll try a little bit of ginger. I'm gonna just use the spoon as a measurement, and I'll bet this is going to be good. Yes, definitely changes the flavor. Let me have your glass. I'm gonna make sure I give you a lot of ginger. I think I tried to kill her by accident one day with too much ginger that I put in.
Yeah, put some more in your cup.
It's actually, the ginger is really, really good. Well, you get that, Barb, and let's propose a toast, okay? So here's a toast to the Diabetic Diet Show. We are celebrating that we're closing in on 500 subscribers, and we surpassed 60,000 views. So thank you to everybody for watching our show. Cheers to Barb. She's been the floor producer, and now I got her cooking with me a little bit, and her son William is an excellent chef, and he's been pitching in. So I hope you enjoy this show. We're going to drink our juice. Bye for now.